cam lean and how I measure it. Sorry for the delay, Colin. I'll do my best to give you guys a good angle here. So we're going to lay an arrow shaft against the side of the cam. Find a flat spot on the side of the cam. Some bows are a little harder than others to get this just right. Elite's cams are pretty well flat on both sides, so it's pretty easy. But make sure that you're not pressed up against that speed knock or pressed up against the peep, because those things are going to kick you out and not going to show you an accurate measurement. So, laying against the side of the cam, pressed up gently against it. If we line that D loop up with the center of the rest, we notice that arrow shaft is pretty much parallel with that string. If we move the shaft to the other side of the cam, you'll see exactly the same lean. So I set my bows up with neutral cam lean, is what I call that, or no cam lean, which means I want both of those cams to be perfectly straight up and down, parallel with that string when it's at brace. I want both of my cams to lean the same amount if necessary. If so, some bows want to have what I'll call a negative cam lean, where the nock tilts, or the arrow would point towards the nocking point, and the cam would lean just slightly in. If we're measuring from the outside of the cam, it would point kind of like this. That's what I'm going to call negative cam lean. Some bows like that. Some bows need that to shoot straight, but it's all dependent on grip pressure and the bow. So if your bow needs that, then I want to do that equally on both sides, equally on both cams. So I start with neutral cam lean like this, parallel with the string. Whenever I'm setting up a new bow, I'm going to start here. And I'm going to shoot it. And then I'm going to lean the cams accordingly to what the arrow's telling me, what the bullet holes are telling me. So if your bow needs a little bit of a cam lean, make sure that you're doing the same amount of lean on the bottom as you're doing on the top. You don't want one cam leaning all wonky over here or something while this one is out here, because you can get it to shoot straight while the cams are out of whack. That is going to lose efficiency. The bow's not going to feel very good. It's going to vibrate. Uh, the most efficient is going to be starting with neutral cam lean and only adding as much as necessary to clean up those bullet holes. I hope that helps, Colin. Good luck.